we are glad that the days of coronavirus seems to be getting totally over for us to return back to our normal lives. Like you can see, most nations are returning back to their usual activities. Sporting activities are bustling, and everywhere people are being. Some countries are already approved. There's no need for you to move around with your face mask, but you must maintain the hygiene. Always wash your hands at all times or use alcohol-based sanitizers. It's very, very important so that you keep yourself still safe. As many people are getting vaccinated against that deadly virus, we believe that very soon, sooner than we expect, the world will return back to its normal self. Welcome to your program, Security Watch Africa. Today, my name still remains Patrick Abambo. On this program, we are going to be giving you that information you need to keep your life safe and secured, and only on this channel, the Africa Independent Television. Yes, it's been all over the news for some weeks and some days about the threat, the rumored strike by police officers and men in Nigeria. But I want to tell you that as of today, because today, Saturday, 25th March 2022, is the day that they had said the strike would take place. But we thank God that the police officers have seen reasons. Our policemen, our gallant policemen have seen reasons that there's no reason for any strike. Across the Federation, information Security Watch Africa gathered this morning is saying that policemen are all reported to their decks and doing their work, their normal activities. Issues raised are being addressed. Some are already being addressed, and some are not in the control of the police leadership. These are the things we must all know. And those ones that needs the legislative or what action or the presidency to act on, they are also already being acted on. And we must commend the commissioners of police and that have gone around briefing their men about what happened. Though I would say that it's coming late. We didn't need to wait till this hour for men supervisors to start telling their men what the police leadership is doing. But it's better late than never. Now that police officers are getting more aware of what the Inspector General of Police is doing for them is good. But we want to urge the IGP and everybody that is responsible to attending to the welfare of our security personnel and our policemen, particularly because the police, that is the lead security agency in internal security, must be taken care of and well paid, the families taken care of, equipment provided. All these things are being looked into. I'm very, very sure of that. I can tell you that because I've seen it. I've gone around. I've seen what is on ground. But I just pray that the rest of the day and the rest of the days in the year and continues will experience policemen doing their work as usual. There must not be any strike because there's no need for that strike, really. Yes, let's also bring you the cheering news is that as of today, more than 47,000 terrorists, former fighters of Boko Haram and ISWAP, have surrendered with their families to the Nigerian army, the Nigerian military, because they have found out that they were actually deceived to carry arms against the state, against their people, and they are pleading for forgiveness, and they have surrendered so that they can live a normal life again, because the heat is on them by the Nigerian army and the Nigerian Air Force bombarding them from the air, and Nigerian army leveling all their camps, and that has made them to say, listen, we are tired, we have repented and want to come back, and all the normal processes of reintegration and all those processes, reconciliation must take place so that we don't have them going back again to become a problem to the society. And I'm sure that the Nigerian military are working towards that. The safe corridor in Gombe State is open to rehabilitate some of them who are actually found not to be active participants in killing and destruction of lives and properties. Yes, let's bring you one, because we looked at it that what will make the workforce, particularly in the Nigerian army, to be so committed in ensuring that these people who trouble the nation, terrorists, insurgents, bandits, whoever they are flushed out, other than that their welfare is being looked at, their morale is being actually attended to. And Security Watch Africa puts up a report by Shuli Daniels to tell us how important morale and welfare is to the soldiers. Sit back as we give you this report.
Morale is said to be important in the military because it improves unit cohesion. With good morale, a force will be less likely to give up or surrender. Esprit de corps is considered to be an important part of a fighting unit. Knowing the importance of this, the Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Farouk Yahaya, has marshaled out new welfare packages for officers and soldiers in order to boost their morale and to increase productivity while in service and after retirement.
It is noteworthy that Nigerian Army under my watch has marshaled out new morale-boosting welfare packages to further motivate personnel and enhance productivity. The welfare packages, which are in the final stages of consideration, are designed to improve the well-being of the personnel, both while in service and in life after service. And this will be continuously reviewed and improved upon. Personnel and their families could take advantage of the packages, which were elaborately presented during the conference to improve their general welfare. It is my belief that the revolving nature of the welfare schemes would enable maximum benefit to the Nigerian Army personnel. Commanders at all levels are to educate their troops of these welfare schemes with the aim of facilitating general awareness and patronage when I finally approve them for implementation.
Security Watch Africa spoke with the Director General, National Biosafety Management Agency of Nigeria, Dr. Rufus Ebigba, on his view on the issue of morale.
The issue of welfare in any organization is very, very key. And I will also want to start by saying that the current government, the federal government, has actually put in so much to ensure that the Nigerian Armed Forces is giving the best of its kind to encourage them to boost their morale. And I see there's need for us really to look at, to take a really holistic review of the baseline study of the current welfare situation we have in the Nigerian Armed Forces. And if there's need to give more to the armed forces, that should be done, because the strength of any nation lies in the armed forces of that nation. And one thing that is very clear about the Nigerian armed forces is that they are very gallant officers and men. And apart from being gallant, they are well exposed, well trained, and that's part of welfare as well. And also part of ensuring that they have the morale and also to work with self-confidence and others. Equipment is also key. Without the equipment, you require that their morale will also be down, which the federal government has actually put in so much. The issue of welfare for armed forces cannot be downplayed at any time. If there's need to give more to them after the baseline study, that should be done. And such welfare programs should actually go down. The government gives them this. The government gives them welfare package or resources for welfare. Such resources should go down to the both rank or the ranks, officers and men of the armed forces, because they are very key, particularly the men on the armed forces. They are the officers that go into the combatant field, and with the current situation of insurgency in the country, we need men with great morale, self-confidence, and also welfare. And they must also know that in as much as this welfare is very important, they have signed to defend the integrity of this country.
We are also on the street to find out from Nigerians how important they think the welfare of officers and soldiers should be.
It is very important that soldiers are well taken care of, because the innermost strength is what reflects in the outermost strength. And motivation can go a long way to even ensure a soldier deliver and surpass the key performance indicators, the mandates he or she, a soldier, is given. So I believe in motivation. I believe in taking very good care of them, because that will also strengthen the belief they have in the country, in the system. And then remember, we usually say that they are the pride of the nation. So for one to be the pride of the nation, it therefore means the nation will definitely have to take good care of them.
The welfare of the soldiers is necessary because they are the heroes, they are the one fighting for the nation. Without them, we cannot survive. Then we need to motivate them with that welfare. That welfare is an additional motivation for them. Without not the welfare, they cannot have that strength to fight for the nation. So we need to motivate them and we need to give them that welfare.
If the morale of the soldiers are low, if they're not well taken care of, I think that the country is porous. That means any country can come in and invade us. Even the rebels or uprising can come in and invade the country. I think that the soldiers should be taken care of. Their welfare should be paramount. I think there should be more money allocated to their welfare. During a federal allocation, I think the security should get more money, maybe increase the security votes, give them more sophisticated ammunition, and take care of their families too.
It is clear that to build a professional soldier into the wishes and commitment of the country, improving on the welfare of officers and soldiers cannot be overemphasized. Shuli Daniels, reporting for Security Watch Africa, Abuja.
Welcome back. Like I said at the beginning, welfare is very, very important, and so that the personnel will put in their best. Welfare comes in different forms, not just salary, like some people would want to say. Accommodation, is health, providing good medical care for them and their family is also very important. And so these are being taken care of to the available fund that is available, that is provided for the security chiefs to do that. And many more are still coming. Police, particularly Nigeria Police Force, the IGP Usman Alkali Baba is doing wonderfully well with the mega resources he has in making sure that his people turn out well and do their work effectively. And that is why many people have said that there is no need for this so-called strike that is being rumored about. I don't believe that really the policemen will go on strike because the police leadership today is doing enough to ensure that they are provided for, though there are still rooms for improvement. So much, because what the average police takes home or what he benefits from is not commensurate with the work he puts in. But these are the things that takes processes and time. I'm sure that is being communicated to the personnel on the field. One of those communication was done in Delta State. Security Watch Africa was in Delta State, and where we were part of the meeting between the police leadership in Delta State and the personnel in Delta State. But that we'll bring you that report after this report of the wonderful achievement done by the IGP's office through the Special Tactical Squads and other units. Some criminals who were arrested were paraded by the acting Force Public Relations Officer Olumuyiwa Adejobi, and Security Watch Africa Peggy Agbe was there and brings you this report.
In a renewed fight against criminality in Nigeria, the personnel of the Nigeria Police Force have recorded tremendous breakthrough in their fight against various forms of crimes in the country. Recently in Abuja, 30 criminal suspects who committed crimes ranging from kidnapping, armed robbery, culpable homicide, arms smuggling, unlawful possession of prohibited firearms, car theft, rape, amongst others, were paraded by the Acting Force Public Relations Officer CSP Olumuyiwa Adejobi.
Today we are having 14 cases in all, 30 suspects to be paraded, 21 AK-47 rifles and SMG rifles recovered today, 2,200 live ammunition of various calibers, 14 AK-47 magazines, 10 assorted charged bulletproof vests, cash of 1,880,000 naira, 10 fake number plates, 25 forged chassis numbers, 1 HP laptop, 1 HP printer, 2 Toyota Camry vehicles, 1 Honda Civic.
Amongst those paraded is one Mrs. Vo Michael, a 37-year-old woman from Plateau State who was arrested for arms smuggling for bandits.
What a man can do, a woman can do better. She has been supplying arms and ammunition to bandits in various camps. Where are you from?
From Jos.
Where do you live?
From Zaria.
You live in Zaria?
Yes.
What brought you to police office? Where were you arrested?
They saw me with gun.
They saw you with gun?
Yes.
What were you doing with the gun?
I go and sell them.
To sell to who?
Go and give somebody.
Who? Do you know the name?
Ali.
Ali? Where does Ali live?
Gisau.
Gisau?
Yes.
What does Ali do? Which work does he do?
Where the plan attack them. So I go and give them.
2 members of an armed robbery gang that participated in bank robberies that took place in Kogi and Ondo states in 2021 respectively, Idris Abdul Wahab, 26-year-old, and Adams Ibrahim, 37-year-old, both male, were also paraded. Also arrested and paraded are Ahmed Yunusa, aka Yellow Asana, a 36-year-old leader of a deadly bandit group terrorizing communities and road users along Abuja-Kaduna Expressway. CSP Adejobi gives insight.
The suspect was part of the bandit group that launched an attack on Kadara community in Kaduna State on 3 different occasions, where an uncertain number of people were killed. He has led many operations that led to untimely death of innocent people, kidnapping where ransoms were paid before he was arrested. We have Ladi Saleh here, an agent to this group, who lured out a friend named Afisat to the bandit camp along Kaduna Road, where Afisat was brutally murdered.
2 other suspects belonging to a robbery gang and specializes in car theft and production of fake number plates were also apprehended. CSP Adejobi alerted Nigerians on new antics in car theft.
See how clean this thing is. You will never know it is a fake number plate. I am sure if Dr. Boboyo Yemi, the commercial of road safety, sees this one, he will be confused too that no, because it's perfectly produced, neatly produced, and it is fake. In fact, original fake. You can see. You can see everything is there. Document of the invoice, the documents, vehicle document, everything. And you can see Lagos logo, neatly produced. You can see. They use all this to deceive us because when that vehicle is stolen, they quickly change the number that is there. They place this one and they have this document to go with it so that when they get to any checkpoint and they are requested to produce the document, they have something to produce. And of course, when the information tallies with whatever we have on the vehicle, a reasonable policeman will just ask them to go.
Peggy Agbe, Security Watch Africa, Abuja. Due to the rumors of possible strike by some personnel of the Nigeria Police Force and acting on the directives of the Inspector General of Police, IGP Usman Al-Kali Baba, the Delta State Police Command organized an interactive sensitization meeting with officers and men of the command in Asaba, the state capital. The meeting was aimed at educating and re-emphasizing of welfare packages put together by the IGP Baba since he assumed office. The Commissioner of Police Delta State, CP Ari Muhammad Ali, enumerated all the welfare packages and visions of the Inspector General of Police.
40% increment on our rent and allowance has been approved by the IG. Henceforth, we will now be having 40% increment on our rent allowance. Then 6% increment for shift duty allowance. 6% increment has been made for our shift duty allowance. The IGP has directed that tax be removed from our salaries and any other allowance. No more payment of any taxation or removal of any taxation from our salaries. Henceforth, if what is due to you is not paid to you duly, you reserve the right to ask, because it's your entitlement. That is number one reason why you are working. Only last month, 5 vehicles were sent down, including buffaloes, and these vehicles were also given out to some divisions. I know it's not enough, but the assurance is that more will follow this year. You talk about firearm and other anti-riot equipment. There is no DPO here that complain of ammunition that is not given. I have not seen. If I'm telling lie, please tell us. And I did tell you also that large number of arms and ammunition have been imported with anti-riot equipment because of the electioneering campaign that is already on ground with us here.
In line with the interactive nature of the meeting, police officers were given opportunity to ask questions or make comments in regard to their welfare.
Begging, pleading by Commissioner of Police, sir, with the upgrade that is coming up, it's okay, but I am begging, let us be equal with our counterparts.
Police, they have no problem, but I'm passing the message for you to take it to the Police Service Commission, the Minister of Police, to fast track the implementation, because we're approaching the politicians.
At the end of the meeting, all officers agreed that there would not be any strike in Delta State.
I want to stand on behalf of Inspector and Rank and File to assure this command that there shall be no strike in this command. The Rank and File will not embark on strike, I assure you.
Peggy Agbe, Security Watch Africa, Asaba.
Welcome back. There shall be no strike. Indeed, I align with that inspector saying that, and on behalf of other inspectorate and rank and file in Delta State, he has made that pledge. And I believe that today I was just on phone with them in Delta State, and the police are also working. I was on phone earlier with the Lagos State Police Command, and police have reported to work, no strike all over the country. Earlier also I was on phone with the First Public Relations Officer, CSP Muiwa Dejobi. He also confirmed from reports all over. I think that those who are sponsoring or pushing for strike don't mean well for this country, Nigeria. There is need for us to allow the law enforcement agencies to do their work peacefully without political pressure on them. Yes, from another state, Security Watch Africa also was in another state. This time around, Imo State. We got there. It was quite an emotional day because that was the last day in office of the Commissioner of Police, CP Rabiu Hussaini, who finished work doing his police assignment yesterday. We'll bring you this report by Ernest Enuneku.
That was the Commissioner of Police, Imo State Command, CP Rabiu Hussaini, inspecting his last guard of honor before proceeding on a well-deserved retirement after 32 years of meritorious service in the Nigerian police force. The command's management team and other senior police officers were all on ground to receive their outgoing Commissioner of Police. In his valedictory address to some of his senior officers, CP Hussaini was full of gratitude to God and Inspector General of Police, IGP Usman Alkali Baba.
On assumption I met a lot of security challenges. Burning of police stations, killing of security agencies, and virtually insecurity everywhere in the state. I was baptized on the first day I assumed office. That was the attack of Izombe Divisional Police Headquarters, where they killed a police officer and carted away his rifle. Notwithstanding, that attack gave me the courage, the power, and the zeal to work assiduously to bring peace to Imo State.
In an exclusive interview with Security Watch Africa, CP Hussaini said working as a commissioner of police of Imo State was challenging, but was able to face these challenges because of capable officers working with him.
Oh, I didn't succeed alone. I will give glory to the officers and men, especially the DC operations, DCP Maman Giwa, who used his mobile experiences that come to bear in our operational duties in Imo State. Once I called him, that so thing happened. He said he has already taken action, that he has already sent men. So I found it very easy working because I have a subordinate officer that before I say anything, he has already taken care.
As a man who believes in a Nigerian police force, CP Hussaini presented to Security Watch Africa his parting gift to the force and urged other senior police officers to do same.
I don't have any regrets in joining the police force, and that is why I am giving out my son, Abdul Basit, to join the force. While I'm out, you'll be in. It's as if I'm inside. And I don't have any regrets. Right from the beginning.
Unfortunately, we've come to the end of the program. Time is not on our side to finish this report, but that is actually the kudos to CP Rabiu Hussaini for giving that gift to Nigeria, his own son, to serve the country. On that note, we have come to the end of the program today. If you have enjoyed watching us, join us again. Next week, we will bring you another exciting edition. And from another state in the Federation or another part of the world, we'll tell you what is happening there. Until next week, I say bye for now and remain blessed.
Catch all the amazing dance moves on the